McCarthy here again with a new Leadership Insights series on the subject of dealing with unexpected results. So, it's one thing to lead a great team of people, run a business when everything's going exactly as you expected it to. But, great leaders are really distinguished by their ability to adapt quickly and regroup when things don't go as expected, in order to restore momentum to a particular initiative. If you recall, in the last Leadership Insights series, I talked about operating states, and the last two that we hope our teams or our business never get into are emergency and danger. But, invariably, we will, face, if not problems, unexpected results, or not achieving the results that we had actually targeted. And in this next set of videos, I'm going to talk about the difference between a problem and a breakdown and define what a breakdown really is. Often when unexpected results are caused by a change in circumstances, our tendency is to relate to them as a problem and try to solve the problem. It's human nature, particularly it's leadership nature to want to solve those problems. And the rally cry becomes, find the problem and fix it. And sometimes, and fire the guilty person while you're at it. But, while finding the problem and fixing it can make apparent sense, it does not give us the opportunity to step back and examine the entire situation, the whole kind of human system, that a team or a business is, so that we can see where the real root cause of the problem lies. Arthur Caspi said, if you think the problem is bad now, just wait until you solve it, right? Attempting to fix the problem will often result in patches that don't really address, the root cause or the crucial issue. We probably don't even get to what the root cause is when we just try to fix the problem. The problem solution approach leads to continuous kind of linear, small incremental improvements within an existing process. Now, I don't want to imply that that's never of any use, because it is. There's certainly a place for that. However, if you really want to achieve breakthrough results, and if you're facing a breakdown and you're not achieving the results that you committed to and that you targeted, outcomes that are not consistent with the results that you expect, they require a different approach than just trying to fix a problem. So the rules for problem solving are generally, do something, do more of it, do it better, do it differently, and repeat that as needed. But one of the distinguishing characteristics of a problem is the reaction that we have to it. Right? As humans, we say, it shouldn't be this way. Something's wrong here. This is a normal human response. But it doesn't give us any power over, the state of affairs. It doesn't give us that control. So what we can do to regain power in these circumstances, how do we turn around unexpected outcomes and make them an opportunity for a breakthrough? Well, the first step to that is declare this situation as a breakdown, okay? And I mean, do that openly and verbally. So again, maybe just to clarify, what is a breakdown versus a problem? A breakdown is simply a situation in which something stops you from moving toward achieving a specific outcome that you targeted and that you committed to. Another way of saying it is that a breakdown occurs whenever there is a gap between what we said we would do and what actually happens, or what we could reasonably predict will happen based on our previous experience and our knowledge and this sort of thing. Anytime you take on a big commitment, you start a new team, you start a new school, you start a new business, you commit to a big result, you will inevitably face breakdowns. It's almost impossible to foresee every element, and every outcome in however great your project plan is. and you know, to be honest, trying to do that, trying to cover every possible scenario and outcome is probably not a good use of your time as a leader, or your team's time. Once a project is in action, unforeseen circumstances will undoubtedly surprise us. And you know, this is all about what we do when that happens. And I'll leave you this morning with a quick quote from H.L. Mencken. He said, "For every complex problem, there is a solution that is simple, neat, and wrong." So next week, we're going to talk about you know, the specific methodologies for dealing with these breakdowns, and we'll remind ourselves the difference between a breakdown and a problem, and really start to focus on how great leaders respond to breakdowns and recognize them as such, versus problems, and take the typical kind of automatic route. So again, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you want to share it with anyone, I would love that. And if you have any questions, as always, let me know. Thanks.